Tower Dominion checks all of the necessary tower defense boxes. It's simple to understand, offers plenty of strategy, it's fun, replayable, and addictive. It's not a genre revolution, but Tower Dominion does have some unique ideas that add depth to the gameplay and move the genre forward. Before jumping in, we just want to take a few seconds out of your day. If at the end of the video you enjoyed it, subscribe and see more like it. If you're already subscribed, all I ask is that you turn on notifications, as this will drastically help the algorithm when we post new videos. Video games is a positivity-first gaming outlet. We believe that gaming should be a force for good. We focus on making uplifting content with constructive discussions and celebrating what makes games great. Tower Dominion features 3 distinct classes. Each faction has a variety of leaders, 10 to be exact, that have very different abilities. Each faction also has a different biome that they fight in, including a frozen tundra, desert, and woodland. And while this doesn't affect the gameplay, it does offer a nice visual change. Tower Dominion is a very addictive game with a lot of strategic depth. In addition to the variety provided from the 3 different classes, 30 leaders, and end-of-wave offers, there's also a staggering amount of depth within each unit placed on the battlefield. Each unit or structure has 3 different levels of upgrades within that can drastically change how that unit or structure operates. As for the gameplay itself, there are 5 difficulty levels, and on the base level there are 25 enemy waves. You begin with a base and a little bit of resources for spending to get yourself started. From here on out, you will receive resources for killing enemies, and at the end of each wave, you will be offered one of 3 upgrade packages to choose from. There are 3 possible items to find: resources, blueprints, which will allow you to build structures provided you have enough resources to afford, and doctrines, which are upgrades to existing equipment. Each package will contain 2 items, which could be a combination of these 3. The story in Tower Dominion is paper thin, as you are defending the world from invading aliens, and having a little more incentive to push on would have been a great idea. The visuals are simplistic, which is the standard for the genre. However, they do have a certain charm, and they feature small attention to detail during the upgrade phases. Tower Dominion is Steam Deck verified, but the controls don't feel quite so natural or intuitive. There are also a few gameplay choices I wish were different. The first one is that you have a lot of blueprints by the end, and they can become distracting at the bottom of the screen. The other gameplay choice is that during the expansion phase, you have the ability to re-roll land tiles for a cost, but during the reward phase at the end of each wave, you cannot re-roll rewards. Tower Dominion might lack in certain areas, but it executes where it needs to flawlessly, with an engaging gameplay loop that always begs for one more run, with a surprising amount of strategy to expand upon the traditional genre experience. If you have an addictive personality, you might want to stay away from Tower Dominion, but if you are looking for a new tower defense fix, Tower Dominion is probably it. That's all for today, but until next time, be good to your fellow gamer, but more importantly, be better to your fellow human.